The Farm Bill originated from the ideas of the Agricultural Adjustment Act of 1933 under President Franklin Roosevelt. The purpose of the Agricultural Adjustment Act was to help the farmers in need during the Great Depression. Since then, many bills have been created in the likeness of the Act. The Farm Bill, a descendant of the Agricultural Adjustment Act, comes up for re-election about every 5 years, and new pieces or areas of concern are discussed. The Farm Bill passed by President Obama on February 7, 2014, has 12 titles that include commodities, conservation, trade, nutrition, credit, rural development, research, forestry, energy, horticulture, crop insurance, and miscellaneous. California is an agricultural state, and a multitude of the state's money comes from the crops and other things that are produced by farmers and ranchers. In this case, Title I and Title XI directly affect these people. Title I cuts the funding or direct payments to farmers and ranchers. These direct payments had previously been put into effect to compensate these farmers for damages, including that to livestock or vegetation. These payouts were also given to farmers to ensure that there was a balance of supply and demand, in order to promote a stable economy rather than creating excessive or insufficient supply and price deflation or inflation.
Now, both the House and Senate plans include a cut to what's called the Direct Payment Program, which saves $5 billion in budget spending on farm subsidies. But the design of these programs, which farmers they benefit, what are the purpose of farm subsidies, and how do you contrast these farm subsidy programs with the calls to the cuts for food stamps? Once again, this becomes very problematic once you get outside of farm constituencies and start moving into the broader floors of Congress.
Title XI also affects these farmers, but in a more positive manner. See, this title is about crop insurance, and it pays those whose crops are damaged by natural disasters, as compared to Title I, where farmers are paid based on the prices of the crop. This is known as the Federal Crop Insurance Act, and under this, over 100 crops are insured. And for the course of 10 years, $5.7 billion have been put aside to pay in case of a natural disaster.
We have 1 out of 7 people in the United States today that are on food stamps. About 47 million people. Almost half of them are children. They're seniors. They're disabled. And so it's a very serious issue. People are struggling in this economy for their survival. We've got high unemployment, wages down, incomes have not increased. Why do we want to take this moment and throw more people into poverty?
Another aspect of the Farm Bill that affects people in our communities, not just California, is Title IV. This title is specifically based on nutrition. This is where the opposition arises. Many believe that the bill creates issues because it reduces access to food assistance for struggling families in the form of an $8 billion cut from food assistance within the next 10 years, claiming this legislation would move us in the opposite direction when so many families are in desperate need of nutrition and assistance and healthy food to eat.